Dear viewers, my dear students and my dear learners and my dear well-wishers from here and there of the world, first of all I like to thank you, and first of all I like to give you my warm welcome to you to watch my video on my YouTube channel Momin Digital English Home, and also another YouTube channel on Bengali version, that is Momin's Aspiring Dreams for Teaching English. Also there are some Facebook pages on the same name. So dear viewers, today I like to give you some examples of using must in the indirect speech and the important rules. So dear viewers, please take a please try to understand that a hero or heroine in different cinemas plays for the different roles. So must is like that way used in the indirect speech differently. And please take a look at the whiteboard, and I think you will be able to understand what I am speaking of. So let us get started. First of all, I would like to remind you that I have posted some exceptional rules of narrations video from part 1 to part 3, some exceptional rules based video of narrations. So my past videos are on exceptional rules of narrations from direct speech to indirect speech, and I have posted 1, 2, 3, that means part 1, part 2 and part 3. And today I am going to posting this video number 4, and in this sections I am first of all I am going to discuss about must and how we can use must in the direct speech, and in the indirect speech how we can sense it. So dear viewers, take a look at, you see this is a sentence, direct speech. Hassan said to me, we must give a tea party this evening. So dear viewers, you see this sentence, what does this sentence means? When we mean any intention, this is really an intention. We must give a tea party this evening. So it is an intention. It is an intention. So dear viewers, please take a look at how I have changed. Hassan told me that we must give a tea party. According to this rule, when must means some intention, this must is not sensed in the indirect speech. So here is must and it has been remained like this way. Here is also must. There is no change because it means some intention. So dear viewers, now try to understand that must sometimes refers to some permanent command. So if it express some permanent command, must express some permanent command. So that must is not changed in the indirect. So dear viewers, please take a look at the whiteboard. He said, I must keep the door locked. I must keep the door locked. So dear viewers, you see this is really a permanent command. If there is any permanent command in the direct speech, this must is not sensed in the indirect speech. So dear viewers, you see he said said that he must keep the door locked. Keep the door locked. Keep the door locked. So dear viewers, you see there is no change of must. If there is any permanent command in the direct space by must. Now I like to tell you that must is also not sensed in the indirect space if it means some deduction. That means if anybody works without having any profit for himself or herself, etc. So direct space deduction. Hassan said, I am always going to suppose I am always doing or working. I am always working for him. I am always working for him. I am always working for him. So he must obey me. So dear viewers, you see this is a deduction. I am always working for him. I am always working for him. This is a deduction, you see on the whiteboard. I am always working for him. This is a deduction. So in this case, this must. So he must obey me. This must is not sensed in the indirect space. So how can we write like this way? Hassan said that he was working for him, so he must obey him. I am always working for him, so he must obey him. So in this case, you see this must has not been sensed. So dear viewers, now I like to tell you another rules of using must in the indirect space. That is, if must means some prohibitions, in that case also must is not sensed in the indirect. So dear viewers, take a look at. He said, you must not come in without knocking. So this is the general sense. This is the matter of common sense of human being, that we should not enter into anybody's room without knocking. So in this case also that focuses, you must not come in without knocking. This is a prohibition. So in this case, this must is not sensed. So dear viewers, we can write like this way. He said that I must not go in without knocking. So dear viewers, you can understand, I think. And now I like to give you another rule, that is must in the assertive sentence with any first person, second person or third person in the assertive sentence in the general sense is not sensed. So there is two condition of using must in the indirect speech as unsensed, there are two conditions. Number one, the subject may be he, I, or you. That means third person, second person, or first person. That is not the fact. But the second one is the fact that the sentence must be assertive. In that case, this must is not sensed. So, dear viewers, please take a look at. He said, you must do it. He said, you must do it. So, dear viewers, you see, he said that he said that I must do it. In this case, this is a general sense. You must do it. This is the general sense, and in this case, the sentence is assertive. So, dear viewers, I have not sensed this must according to the formula. And now, I like to give you another rule, that is generally in the interrogative sentence, by must, that means the interrogative sentence starting with must. In that case, must is sensed into had to. So, dear viewers, please try to understand. Hassan said, must you do it. Must you do it? Must you do it? So, dear viewers, you see, this is the interrogative sentence starting with must, and in this case, must be sensed. Must be sensed by had to. Must be sensed by had to. So, you can see Hassan asked if I had to do it. If I had to do it. So, dear viewers, you can see that must has been sensed here in the indirect speech by had to, and it has been sensed according to the rules that I told you before. It is the conjunction if, because this is the interrogative sentence, so the conjunction if, and I have taken the implied object as me, and you refers to me, so the subject has come, subject has been first person I, and the must had to have been sensed into had to, and this sentence you can understand, I think. So, dear viewers, and I will tell you another rule, that is when the subject is third person or second person and the sentence is negative, then you can remain it unsensed or you can sense it. So, we will see how it sends. Direct speech. He said, uh, he said he mustn't. He said he mustn't. M-U-S-T, must, N''T, mustn't. So, he said he mustn't go there. He mustn't go there. This is the negative sentence, you see, but the condition is that the subject of the reported speech must be in the third person, that means he, she, etc., or second person, not the first person. You have to remember, not the first person, not the first person. So, dear viewers, please try to understand like this way. In the next speech, he said that He said that he uh, wasn't to go there. Wasn't to go there. That means I like to tell you that when there is any negative sentence in the reported speech using must, that means must plus not in the contracted form mustn't. Must plus not in the contracted form mustn't. That means the subject must be second person, dear viewers, or the third person. Subject must be second person or third person, dear viewers. Then subject must be second person or third person. So in this case, in the indirect speech, you have to use verb to be plus infinitive construction. What I am telling you that he must not go there. He must not go there. You see, dear viewers, he must not go there. This means that this is the negative sentence with must, and thus this is the first condition. This is the negative sentence we using must, and the subject must be to. That means the third person singular or plural and second person. And in that case, in the indirect speech, you have to use be plus infinitive construction. You see, this is be, was is be here, so this is be verb, and for not, it has been contracted. Not plus was contracted, so wasn't, and this is infinitive construction to plus go. So you have to remember like this way. So dear viewers, I think you could understand what I am speaking of today, the different usages of must in the indirect speech. And while we are changing direct speech into indirect speech of must, we have to remember the formulas that I expressed to you before. And now at this moment, I like to give you thanks to watch my video, and I wish you keep fit and keep reading my or watching my videos, and I think you will be pleased, and wishing a good help from you. I wish you best of luck. Thank you.